So we're going live now.
Okay. Sure have a hot dog together. Oh, yeah. Please.
I'm trying to see where I'm gonna put my phone because
Look, you
I'm like, fuck.
can't notify my people now.
Where's the just place for me? Because I'm right there.
What
I need that table.
uh,
Yeah, that's all I was grabbing in the beginning.
where you want?
Right here. You got that part? Okay, let me grab some.
How's your brother? How you doing, man? Good. Good, man. I'm just wishing we would have been able to make it all here a little bit earlier. Oh, for those that's tuning in, what's going on today is y'all looking at a first live podcast of In Them Streets. We got a reputable stepper here. His name kept popping up in our emails. So my producers figured we should go and talk to him. So what I'm gonna try to do is figure out what's the issue. What's the stepping about? Why you can't join up with the rest of the work? What?
Y'all say y'all was talking about music.
Oh, well, the producers, we could get to the music.
I mean, I'm saying though, you talking about stepping, that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like,
Well, let me say this. Nothing new under the sun we gonna discuss between the two, right?
yeah,
I've been where you been.
I'm talking about music.
I understand that. I don't know what my producers might have said, but on this show,
No, I'm telling you, they said that we talking about music. You talking about stepping. Like, what you mean?
I'm talking about, okay, let's put it this way. In your music, what you be talking about in your music, from what we hear about your music, is everything is authentic.
Yeah, but
I listen to your music. I like your music. So I wanted to talk to you kind of about your music. We can get into your music because
hey, look, I'm just saying it threw me off. You know, I was talking about we was gonna talk about my music. You introduced it, stepping. Like, hold on now.
I need my people to know who you is. All right.
But at the same time, if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
Okay, so the misunderstanding we had was my producers probably figured, okay, you want to talk about your music? Fair is fair. I want to talk to you about some other stuff. Let's put it this way. What I need from you is I want you to take the position of many of the young people that in my content I like to use as scenarios that to give them something to think about that they can change. So what I'm saying is, I know that we were supposed to be talking about your music, but man to man, I'm asking you, aside from your music, aside from promoting self right now, I'm asking you, man to man, street to street, can we worry about the young people that might be taking up what you taking up? Your name popping is people want to be like you.
About music.
We gonna talk about your music.
My name popping like man, from the beach coming soon, man. End of this year, from the beach. That's what we. That's what
okay.
I'm here to promote.
So he's promoting his music, you guys. So from the beach, but I want to talk to you on something real. So for me, we here. Let's just have a conversation. We here. I just want to ask you a few questions.
I mean,
because
the men are in the streets, but I didn't think you was really trying to be in the streets.
No, we really trying to be in the streets. We believe that my shoes. Let me tell you. Okay, let's loosen up a little bit about my shoes. Let's talk about my shoes.
Trying to be in the streets with those on.
So the shoes, because I know
how long it take you to glue those gemstones on
there. These ain't glued on. What that say? Read that.
Okay.
That say Louboutin.
Got the red bottoms over here.
Yeah, but I just figured that for the moment, I wanted to try and meet you where you at. I heard you really eating. Everything you saying in your music, I'm hearing about it. So I figured, okay, well, who better to talk to? Because it ain't like I could call up any youngster out there in the streets and just start talking to them. And me, it's just for me, it's just pretty much videos. Me trying to use my past experience to help change, to help undo some of the doing.
Nah, I got you. I just like I said, when your producers reached out, they said y'all was gonna see it.
And clearly we gonna talk about that. We gonna
my platform and what I'm trying to get started. So, it just threw me off a little bit.
These lights is hot in here, y'all. And I'm a little under pressure because we got somebody with us today who has a known reputation for, let's just say, accepting no bullshit. And somehow he done got tricked to be here, and I'm left holding the bag. So I'm a little, I don't know, feeling some heat from the lights and a little embarrassment, right? And a little embarrassment. So, but we're gonna get it done. Really, I just wanted to talk to you because, first of all, let's just tell the people who you are. What you go by? What's your name?
HB3.
Your name is HB3. Okay. He's also doing music, but the name is continuously ringing on another front. And I felt like this was an opportunity for me to do more than just the videos and talk about it, but to actually see if I could reach one person. And if I could reach one person, then somebody that might be in the same shoes he in, then maybe we can reach a few people together, right? Your end game is music. Would you say that?
Trying to get up out of here, man. Get mama house, man.
See, that's the goal. Would you say that how you accomplishing the goal might stifle you reaching the goal, might stop you from reaching the goal? Because how you're able to fund this goal you're chasing.
Hold on, what you mean? How am I able to?
How are you able to fund the goal you're chasing?
I got some entrepreneurs investing, let's say.
Entrepreneurial investment. I've been in the streets too. Right? I've been in the streets. I've been in the streets too. I wear a suit sometimes because I'm trying to elevate. Right? I'm trying to change from the person I used to be to the person I want to be. Right? The person I want to be is a grown man. Right? I want to be a grown man. And what I'm learning is that's a daily goal. That's a daily effort to be a man. Being a man means making wise decisions. Being a man is focusing on what your responsibilities are and at all costs, ensuring that you complete the task. Would you agree with me?
I agree.
Okay. Being a man, I would say, is not in the streets hustling and getting it off the ground. Would you disagree with me?
Yeah, a little bit. I could poke holes in that. I mean, shit, you got people that's just not able to get up and wear a suit and go to work every day because they don't have that opportunity. What I mean by that is, shit, I'm a felon. I just did 12 years. You know what I'm saying? So to come home and they say reformed or second chance, it's like, how I get a second chance? Well, the first thing they ask me is, oh, you're a felon, and it says murder.
True.
So it's like, damn, you already putting me in a box that I'm trying to get out of myself. Because it's like, get this, 12 years, I've maintained the job. You'll work me for 32 cents. But when I come home, I can't get to 3,200.
Yeah.
Like, how that work? So, I mean, how else I'm going to do it?
So what would you say to the rest of America that say, you can start at the bottom like everybody else? Some people do hire felons. What would you say to that?
Well, shit, point me in that direction because I've been trying to get them all, and they all tell me the same thing. Hey, you gonna start here for this amount? Hold on, man.
That's a start. That's a job.
Yeah, but at the same time,
starting
so
at
I gotta start at $16, and this man that just came in at the bottom as well, he just don't have a prison background. He started at 23. How that work?
but he might have more skills, right? So if you've been in prison and you lack the skills, what would you say to the Americans that say you're making an excuse for everything so that you can stay doing what the easy way out? You're taking the easy way out. That's what you would say.
Right there.
Why?
Because everybody struggle. You can't speak on something you ain't been through. That's like I can't tell you how I feel to wake up and run a $1 billion corporate company every day because I don't know. I ain't been through that. So he can tell me everything about the corporate world because that's his name.
But what about the risk that you take in the daily hustle? So the regular guy could get up and go and make $16, right? Which you said is not enough for you, okay? The regular guy, the working guy, could get up and go and make $16 every single day. Figure out a way to save still. It might be very little, but he don't have to think about nobody shooting him. He don't have to die for that $16. And what if you made 1,600 a day, 16,000 a day? But within 1 year or so, you've had 3 attempts on your life. How lucky do you think you'll be? And is it worth the money?
Shit, I done had attempts on my life broke. You know what I'm saying? Shit, as a youngster, man, we didn't risk our life every day for nothing.
And that might be because of the environment. Wouldn't you say the goal is to get out of the environment? That's why you got in the game.
Absolutely.
But that's like saying, okay, I won't use that. I'll say this, right? If you saying I want to get out the game, but I need to go so deep into it to get out, how does that square for the average American who said, this guy got so many excuses. He just don't want to work. He just don't want to join the rest of civilized society. The average person will be scared of the lifestyle that most of our younger people are dealing with right now. Right? They scared. They stand in the house. Our young kids is running in stores, 70 deep, cleaning out Macy's.
I think it's an environmental issue. It just depends on the background you come.
But if you wanted to get out of that environment, why go deeper into the game to get out?
Sometimes you gotta go deeper to get better, results. Sometimes, I mean, whether it's pimping, selling drugs, shit.
How does that square? How does that make sense? Make that make sense to me.
What you mean? If I'm from this set,
Shout out to Mims.
if I'm
Make that make sense to me.
from this set position already, right? Been here my whole life. This is all I know how to do, right?
Yeah.
I might have scratched the surface a little bit and probably touched like 20,000. Let's say I had 20,000 in my mama basement in shoebox. Really did that too, Bobby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right there in Skyway. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now to go deeper into it, I'm making hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. But now watch this. If you walked out of here and got clipped, Lord forbid, then you made nothing. You know, the strangest thing happened to me. I was sitting on my bunk in the penitentiary. I went out to the day room and I showed a bunch of young people all of my stuff. My cars, my girls, my money. I showed them pictures like it was badges of honor. And then I walked into the cell and I reached up to put this photo album away. And before my head hit the pillow, I could smell shit, literally. Shit. Like someone had took a shit on my pillow. There was nobody in the cell but me. And I'm looking around, and then thoughts just started flooding my head, like about the stuff I just got through telling these young people in the day room. They walked away like, yeah, OG, you was out there having it. Just with my photos, fur coats, all the shit. Then I get back to the cell and I got this stinking ass smell. And then all these images came to me that those things had me. I had nothing. Because I would have killed for that shit.
Right.
If anybody would have tried to take something, I'd have done the damn thing. I'd have threw my life away for trinkets.
So what do you do now? I mean, you said you was just in the penitentiary. You got a job? Did corporate America give you a chance?
Corporate America ain't got to give us a chance. We just have to play the game like everybody else. The game is wide open.
So why can't I play my game and play it different?
Start a business. But because what you're...
It takes money to start a business.
I know, but what I'm saying is, watch this. If I was to calculate what you're wearing in an outfit, it's more than $2,000. It takes money to start a small business. You would spend that in a week. You're making hundreds of grand. Just get the testimony. But why not take that money when it's out? What's your exit plan? We get in to get out. When is out? Because we can keep putting it out until we, like everybody else's story, dead or in jail. But at the same time, while we is waiting to decide, we wreaking havoc in our communities and setting examples for another kid to be faced with that same decision of, damn, when do I get out? Right? I'm not saying it's your responsibility, but as a village, why not hide the things that you do? Why make it seem cool when you know the struggle is real and it ain't no fun?
I mean, shit, man. Everybody got their choices. Everybody make their decisions, and I feel like I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 in a couple of days. I'm setting my way, and it's working. You know what I'm saying? I know there's shit I gotta change. Of course, nigga ain't trying to wake up and have to look over his shoulder every day. Ain't nobody trying to do that. I mean, that's not really life. You know, like Drake said, everybody live, but they ain't living. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
well, it's funny that you mentioned, like Drake said. Drake is what's been exposed is an actor, the Canadian rapper.
right.
At the same time, it's entertainment. I don't want to get lost on quoting them as some kind of philosophical martyrs or geniuses, or it's just a slick line that had to sound good to land. Okay. But in real life, we have to do real shit. And real men are responsible for more than just taking care of their responsibilities. They are also inherently vanguards of the community. Because we don't want nobody in there. We rip it, we put it on our arms and shit.
Would you let a stranger into your home?
No, but you don't want a stranger in your neighborhood either. But we have these situations that continue to happen where these strangers are invading your neighborhood to shoot it up. You don't have no agreements with these people you're at odds with. The rest of the world do. The rest of the world could have real enemies. Russia, China, US. But before we go into each other's territory, we sit down at a table and say, man, if we can't resolve it, we know what it is. Same like in the penitentiary when it's at odds with people. We sit down at the table and say, look, man, I already know somebody gonna lose somebody. So let's see if we can resolve it. We play out and exhaust every remedy. But y'all not doing that in the streets. Y'all going at each other at the risk of kids that live in the neighborhood. Your mama who's always stayed in that neighborhood, it ain't safe no more. So how much of a vanguard are you? Right? I just want you to start looking at really everything that we believed and everything somebody told us in the street and all the examples these OGs gave us. They were smoke and mirrors. You know what the OGs was doing? Making sure that they always had, it's like a pyramid scheme. They was making sure that they always had income. So they show you the way, you got to get it from the big homie, and it just keeps feeding itself. At some point, you got to pluck one piece out the middle. Police can't undo what they didn't do. They didn't tie this knot. They ain't jump you in. They ain't indoctrinate you with this game. They can't undo it. All they can do is lock you up.
But man, I'm here to talk about me, man. All the territory. And I'm gonna get it how I get it.
Look, I want to bring my co-host in, right? Jadea, she wants to come in and speak for the sisters who got sons that matter, right? Everybody, I'm introducing Jadea. Welcome, Jadea.
Yeah, fine. So let's talk about it.
Yeah, because listen, what I'm trying to get him to do, I understand that the producers, whatever, with music, and he might feel a little blindsided, but
Start talking about street politics.
yeah, I didn't know, right? But I could not miss the opportunity to try to save one kid. To save you. You making too much money. You make more money than me, right? I can expect to save you, but I know that somebody has that same mentality that you have, that we can reach together. If that's the only thing that you give back to the game, if that's the only thing that you do, just humor me right quick. If it makes sense to you, go with me. Because there's a kid out there who every time you push back, he's saying, oh, yeah, I'm with him. You know what I'm saying?
Got some young homies I can call right now.
Well, if you can call somebody and tell them, bro, I mean, we trying to get somebody to change. I want to convince them to give it up, bro. I want to listen. This is what I want to prove. I want to prove that for every time one of the little youngsters got clipped on their first time, get arrested, okay? They went away for 3 to 9 months. They sat in somebody's institution for 3 to 9 months. Now, any course at any community college that could get you some quick money or make you a small business owner would be 3 to 9 months. The time you would dedicate sitting in somebody's facility, cleaning their floors, their toilets, fighting to keep other individuals that live in the facility out of your shorts. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So in them 3 to 9 months, if that's what you're signing up for, because you're not gonna hit the streets and ball in 3 to 9 months. You fresh off the porch, you won't be rich in 3 to 9 months. You have to have some season, some experience, some contacts, some, hey, bro, I'm out, I'm broke, let's get it up.
We can't do that.
Somebody fresh off the porch without contacts. You've been in the game. You have to build those relationships like any other business, right? So what I'm saying is the kid that's thinking to get into it, I want them to know, you didn't start out, you didn't just come outside, start getting money, and then before you know it, it started out 10,000, and then now you're hundreds of grands on any given play. They don't know what those plays is. They just know, I'm plus a play. It sounds cool. But there's a mother somewhere with a 16, 17-year-old kid who's listening to that shit and saying, hey, man, I'm just going to go make a play. And he don't know what a play is. He hearing it in the music and he thinking it's just so easy that if he show his weapon, people will give up the stuff. I've been here too long. You show me a weapon, we going to fight over that weapon. Because I need to stay here and I ain't going.
For sure.
So it ain't gonna go the way they see it happening in their heads, and I don't want to glamorize it. And I don't want to have to talk to nobody in music because most of them are busy businessmen. They're not living this lifestyle no more if they ever did.
Well, I got something I need to say. What kind of music do you make? Again?
Nah, just, shit I done been through past. I speak about my life.
Okay. What was the question?
Well, the question was, why is it so difficult for him to trade the life he lives now and move like the rest of us? Be an example to the ones that's following him. But like you said, it don't pay enough to do it right.
Okay.
So, but what would you say to that? So to the kid, to your 60, 70-year-old son that might hear, what do you mean it don't pay enough to do it right? What would you say to that?
I mean, I know motherfuckers still working for $5 right on a beautiful island in Bahamas. So I'm getting a check and I'm outside and I'm doing everything that's gonna pay. I don't give a fuck what the price is.
So then you hustle.
I'm doing everything. Yeah, I would say yes.
No, she means any legit job that pays.
I mean,
If that means work too.
I work or I might go up to the underground and do it all. I'm doing everything at once.
And there's some that's just like the underground more than the
Right.
upper ground.
Yeah, I understand.
But watch this. At the cost of
Right.
how much? Okay, let's put it this way.
Shit, man, you could die talking on your cell phone.
I want to put it this. I want to put it this way. If you have, a luxury car, right? Let's just say any luxury car, Bugatti or above, okay? If they made a new one, but they only made 3, okay? There's only 3 of these cars in the whole world, only 3. Those cars, I would say, are going to be very expensive. Wouldn't you say? Okay. One goes to LA, one goes to Washington where it snows, one goes to New Orleans where it floods. Okay. When it gets flooded, there's only 2 left in the world. What do you think happens to the price of that? They go up. Okay. And now the one where it snows is because of the salt that they put in the road started to rust it up and make it not worth as much as it is. So they marked it as total, got some of their money back, cut their losses. There's only one left in the whole world. Would you say the price for that is astronomical? It's got to be crazy. Somebody with money to burn would have to buy it.
Damn sure wasting no money on no Bugatti. I don't give a fuck how much money.
Okay, now watch this.
You know, we're going.
No, what I'm trying to get at was the price of that is just too much to fathom paying for,
Mhm.
and it's just a thing, something that was made by man. And there's only one you on the whole planet, but it was made by a God. How do you square the value of that? Throw it away for $100,000 a day, $200,000 play that costed you your life. How do you square that with the value of the one you there is on the whole planet?
Okay.
You can't. So do me this one. Do me this one so that the young kids who think it's cool to trade it or that don't know they value. Do me this one. Do me this one. I want you to promise me that you will do one thing. I don't care what it is. It can be something as simple as just put in a college application for a grant. Or, right? Just one thing. Let me finish. But one thing every day for 30 days that gets you a step closer to out the game. At least that's having an exit plan. Because if you don't have an exit plan, then what you're manifesting is you're going to be one of the two. I plan to die in it or go to jail for it. There's no out. So if there's no out for you, then what's the point? So that you look fly, dying, because we come into the world leaving. So for the kids that for you to come with a good one, like tell him, fuck that square shit. We not doing that. You could be either, right? You could be either their antidote or you could be their poison. Pick a position.
I mean, shit, ain't that why we got Boys and Girls Club?
No, Boys and Girls Clubs is somewhere for them to have fun, safe from the streets.
Well, shit,
But the lessons they learning in the streets, we have to have counter lessons. We need counter lessons to that, though.
I feel you. I mean,
Tell me, put it this
never
way.
had a counter lesson.
I can see where you don't want to stand, but let me say this.
No, I hear you.
All big homies.
No, I
Let me
hear
say
you.
this. Let me say this. This part gonna make sense to you because all big homies. If you got soldiers under you, you're responsible for them. You're responsible for everything that happens to him. When he go to jail, you're responsible for him. He works for you. You're responsible to his mother when something happens to him. These are real G's. These are real bosses.
Yeah.
So if you that, your responsibility is so to protect them. See, I remember back in the days when the OGs used to tell us young cats to get up out of there. They wasn't jumping us in. They was chasing us about it. Well, you don't want no parts of this. But we did. We're like, shit, y'all always having fun. There's money everywhere. We get that. You know what I'm saying? But look how we live. Because what we would invite them to is a lifestyle that ain't cool. Where we always have to protect ourselves and be on guard against everything. It's my kids to do that. I don't want them to grow up angry black men feeling like everything is coming at them. The police ain't cool, so I'll never be one. If they don't never grow up to be police, we'll always be being policed by people that ain't us.
Right.
I'd rather have little Johnny that I watched him grow up, come over and say, "Oh man, go in the house before I come get you. Your old lady who gonna hit you with the thing again." Right? People who know us. But we can't have that because everything for us, we make it negative. Everything that would help us, we say ain't no bueno. It's no good to our kids. Like right now, I'm trying to see that we can fly right, that we can just take one step every day for self-betterment, and I can't even get you to commit. Because you know that your people is looking at you to follow you. They like, man, stay silent. They gotta look up to you. But that means it's your responsibility.
Get into the bag, man.
But it's your responsibility to at least put some good in. Or is it all bad? Is everything that you're going to give back to the game?
Wow, for sure.
Right? We got to give warnings for the ones that's coming behind us and they got the rubber bands so their rims is going to get scuffed if we don't tell them it's a pothole. Bro, when you hit that street back there, bro, watch your rims, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Nah, I got you.
And them kids up the way, they always throwing bottles at people's cars if you come through there speeding. So he will warn people. So I'm saying, warn these young people that's coming behind you, bro. We're trying to save lives here, man.
Nah, I got you on that.
You know, we can scroll through TikTok. We can scroll through TikTok, YouTube all day and find something goofy, somebody dancing or some pranks. We can find that all day. But we're not finding nobody really getting to the facts for the village so that we can stem some of the violence. We waiting on Popo to do it. We waiting on them to save
I
us.
see what you're saying, but at the same time, you gotta start somewhere. Everybody, the government do dirty shit to get
They do.
what they need to get. Corporate motherfucker, you think that motherfucker started with, unless it was an inheritance, that motherfucker got some dirty money that started him where he's at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like you just wake up and I got this $1 billion idea and it's gonna.
No, I understand that. That's
You know what I'm
fair.
saying?
They
Of
probably
course,
put-
motherfuckers
they-
got a dream. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I ain't trying to do this shit all my life. I got a son on me right next to mine. I don't give a fuck about this shit. This shit ain't. You know what I'm saying? But while I'm here, I'm gonna make sure that I get what I need to get up out of it, make my stamp, and I'm gone.
Well, it looked like life been working up for you, right? That's what it sounded like to me,
I'm
right?
blessed, man. I'm
Yeah.
blessed.
Until
There ain't no intel. It's until it's done. I'm done with this.
Well, how did you make it work for you?
Keeping people out your business.
Period.
Keeping people out your motherfucking business, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin, man, that, you know what I'm saying, when we started rapping, we was thinking this shit was just, all right, let's just do something. Let's see what it do. I blew off with one song I made in my mama's basement. You know what I'm saying? This nigga now got his own kitchen. He cooked food, he cooked places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it took money to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't just wake up and, oh yeah, I got this, let's make it happen. I got it. My business is started right now.
But how much money does it take? Because you got people that go to
I
YouTube.
mean, it depends what you want to do.
You can start at the bottom.
Yeah, but how many of those people in YouTube that they don't tell us to lost?
Everything is a loss, but they didn't have to risk their life for it either. It was just a loss. You can always just dust yourself off and get back up, but you cannot when somebody run up on you and gas your whole vehicle.
Shit, man. Motherfuckers ain't getting close to me like that, man.
That's what we all say until we get shot. I've been shot a few times. I thought they could never get me, and now I keep it on.
I'd rather go to jail for a shooting than let a nigga thought he had one up on me. I ain't afraid of prison. That's this new generation that want to get on the internet and tell and do shit to people, and then when you get fucked up, your family in the courtroom talking about they want justice on me. I don't give a fuck. My mama ain't burying me.
What would you say to those that say it's not about the fear of prison? It's about the loss of liberty, right? The loss of the potential or the promise that you could have had in your life. So you just actually threw it away and had your whole life postponed and sat on the shelf for 12 years.
But I know what I signed up for.
I understand that, right? But knowing what you could have accomplished in those 12 years had you not been forcibly absent. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I kind of want them to see, okay, there's a lifestyle that's good enough for you to want to stick it out. But it didn't happen overnight. You don't get where you at overnight.
No.
You don't just hustle and then now your name's ringing because you came off the porch.
Drinks.
You understand?
Shit, man, that told me this is like.
He had another.
Yeah, I just want to like have a conversation with him. I mean, I feel like what you saying though. I get it. You know, it's like the streets ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This shit ain't for nobody or nobody's kids.
That's what I
And
mean.
it's real with you. Like I don't promote that shit to my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, bro, I'm not gonna be stagnant. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really. I limit myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up until I got out of prison, I never been out the state of Seattle. You know what I'm saying? I never
Yeah.
been out of Seattle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Washington, great state. Like my first road trip was when they put me on that chain bus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, motherfucker didn't touch cities. You know what I'm saying?
So how old are you now?
I'm 30.
You 30. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So when it comes to the example that what I'm trying to get at, bro, is I like how you articulate yourself. It seems like you pretty much have a vision of where you're trying to go.
Yeah, no.
You can see that. These other kids can't see that. What they see is that everything that I'm trying to convey is coming back null and void with you.
Yeah.
You have an answer to everything, which means you're gonna stay concrete in your position.
Yeah.
But what would you say to the kid that think just because you was able to do it, they're gonna be able to do it? Because they don't know the cost. They don't know what all you might have had to do to get to I'm who I am.
I mean, when it's all said and done, you just gotta know your situation. You can't get inspired by a music video or a Mozzie song you heard and think, oh yeah, my life can be like that. I mean, look at the little punks of the world. Look at the Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? It's just more of who you are as a person, your situation, and what you're willing to do to elevate that situation
Yeah.
or make that situation better. You know what I'm saying? At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's like
Okay.
motherfuckers go off for like, oh, I see you got a nice suit on. Let me go try to put that nice suit on and try to live your life type shit. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, focusing on who I am. I went to prison for 12 years, so I really got to have deep talks with myself and really get to know myself as I'm coming back to stepping into society. So it's like, I know how to conduct myself. You know what I'm saying? I know how to maneuver what I need to maneuver on. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have it all against me. Nigga, my whole hood didn't turn against me. You know what I'm saying? Families and family members and fat dog bitches that think, oh, I love you so much while I was out there giving them a little dick. You know what I'm saying? As a teenager, oh, I love you so much. Murder. Oh, nigga, we're out of here, dude. Like, damn, bitch, I couldn't get $20 on the show. So I really had to figure out who I am, what I want, my value for one, not only as a man, but as a black man. You know what I'm saying? And stop allowing the excuse of, oh, I'm black, I ain't gonna make it happen, or they ain't gonna let me. They ain't gonna, who's they? The they is me, myself. I can only stop myself, I can only prevent myself, and I can only kill myself if I allow myself to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would you say that because it's so easy, that you just taking the easy way out, you're just gonna keep hustling, just gonna keep getting how you've been living, and not try to join the rest of a law-abiding world and move like that?
I wouldn't say that. I just say for right now, I'm investing.
Feet planted in the pavement.
Just investing until a bigger investment comes and there's a bigger light at the end of the tunnel. Because right now, this light is shining for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means.
What would you say in 3 years? What's your end game for 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Shit, somewhere out of state with a nice beach house, my little knuckleheads running around, multiple cars. You know what I'm saying? Label popping, signing these youngsters. You know what I'm saying?
What would you say to the ones that you sign?
Shit, man. Hey,
because what we do know from all these young kids that be signing like to Gucci and all of them, they just still doing the same stuff. There was no change. There was no elevation. It's like, okay, now you got your money, but what did you do? You got so high you suicide, or you got caught up in what they saying is this backwater game, this hustle where it don't matter if you rap, you're gonna die within a year, and I'm gonna get 100 million on the insurance.
See, that's the thing right there. We know that game. They're not getting taught that. You know what I'm saying? For my youngsters that want to do this music shit, it's like, bro, stay in the studio, man. I'll put up every dollar because I believe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If nobody else do, I believe in, we're gonna make it work. And if it don't work, then we're gonna press these CDs and we pop in these trunks and we getting on these corners.
Okay. Let me ask you something, man, because our interview was supposed to be with somebody else who let's just say his entrepreneurial spirit leads him into female management, right? So I wanted to talk to him today to get a viewpoint, but I just wanted to, since we have you here, what do you think about what you seeing on Aurora? These girls are like shoestrings and nothing else. What comes to mind when I say that?
Are you reading these questions or did
you? No. I'm just asking these questions. They coming straight out of my head because I know that a lot of what America will want to know. Yeah, because I have to ask the question that they want to know.
I'm out of word. Do you know what a word is out here?
Yeah, I just want to know.
What is a word to you? What do you see when you're out there?
I see a hoe stroke.
Right,
I see a hoe stroke. And I see very young girls and with no clothes on. And I see the police ain't doing nothing about it.
Hey, listen. Hey, man.
That's what I see.
For people that is out there, I don't know. Hey, man, hats off to you. And,
if you rode down that street, you rode down the street.
Yeah, I rode down the street.
What did you think about that?
Hey, listen, man, I was taught, man, you never repeat nothing you see, nothing you hear. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, next question.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, because I'm from Portland, and I'm not. I'm from Portland, right?
I was just in Oregon a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
It's money out there.
Yeah,
so you don't have no comment on these girls that probably should just be going back home to their moms.
I mean, hustle's a hustle, man. Hustle's a hustle, man. She feel like she gotta wake up to put on this, you know, revealing outfit to get what she gotta get to. I mean, hey, man, I'm not judging nobody, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's. Can y'all explain what it's or ask? Can somebody help me out?
It's a hose strobe.
Oh, okay.
That's it. It's the strobe with
Okay.
a hose beak. And what I see when I look at it, let me tell you, let's just full disclosure, right? Full disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure. Full disclosure, I used to be formerly one of those people.
That was pimping.
That's such a nasty word. That's such a nasty word.
Or in the white corporate world,
It's such a nasty word. I hate y'all had to hear that.
human traffic.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Human traffic, right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I do have, okay, yeah. All right.
I done got some Hennessy in me now, so
You know,
let's talk. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
So yeah, full disclosure, man. Okay, full disclosure, I doubt. So I have some experience, right? So I know what the cost is. I know the damage done, right? And here I am trying to.
You know about the whole thing?
Well, hold on. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I sure do. Y'all.
What I'm trying to do is get those that understand their value to weigh it out and see what's worth what. That's like this. You would not sell me your car for $1,000. You would not sell me your car for $1,000. Y'all got nice cars. Y'all not going to me the car.
Well,
Y'all ain't gonna sell me your cars
I can see-
because you understand the value of the car.
Well, hold on now. Which car am I?
But I'm just in the car. But none of your cars are fucking worth $1,000. So you
Well,
got
personally, I wouldn't sell my car for $1,000, but I know motherfuckers that's desperados.
Yeah, but
That
what
don't sell their
I'm
car for
saying
$1,000,
is the
making-
values. You understand
Right,
the value, like
right.
it's not worth $1,000.
Exactly.
So what I'm trying to convey is that I don't care how much money somebody's gonna give me. It ain't worth the risk of every night I'm wondering if somebody flicks a bean that hits me in the head and then I'm gone.
But you also gotta remember too, you know what I'm saying? We been through this shit. Yeah, I went to prison. I did 12 years. So a motherfucking kid that ain't never been to jail that's just throwing these stones at the motherfucking penitentiary and they're sliding in their mind for getting away with it for however long they're getting away with it. It's like they ain't never been through that fire yet. Like I got burnt by that shit.
That's why I'm
So
trying to
it's
get
like-
you to help to warn them, like, hey, listen.
I mean, you think you can tell these young kids that that's their own problems, beefs, dead homies, niggas dead. Like
They can't.
see, for my situation when I came up, man, we lost a lot of dead homies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we didn't see a lot of our homies' moms crying shit. It wasn't no, oh, let's be cool, calm down, change your life. Nigga, I just lost one of my friends that used to come to my mama's house and eat out the fruit snacks. Joel, what the fuck you talking about? Calm down, nigga.
Yeah,
calm down.
But you understand now, you just said a minute ago, that comes with this here.
For sure. But for these youngsters,
No, but what
don't
I'm
have
saying,
that
now
understanding,
let's back up a
you
little bit.
can't tell them nothing because you can't tell a person like me shit back.
Let's back up a little bit, right? That the fucking these kids we talking about, okay? And you say, hey, I just lost my friend. They used to spend nights in my house and this, that, or the other. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do one too.
I think we all do.
Look, his brother, like,
I
he
think
just
we all
completely
do one
took
at
over
this
his
point.
house. I appreciate you, little one.
This is entertaining to me because, like my cousin was saying, bro, like we came from nothing, bro, and
Yeah.
I'm proud to see my brother out. Like I don't
Yeah.
call this nigga my cousin. Like he's my brother. We got the same name, Trey, Dre. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
my brother's type shit. So I'm enjoying this, bro. And
Yeah.
shit coming from where I came from, like he's saying with my cooking shit, bro. I used to sell food at my mom's house. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plates and shit.
Yeah.
Now I went out of state to do this shit. That's how I know it's in me. It's not on me. There's a lot of motherfuckers out here that be capping and using words that they don't know what it mean, like stepping. All these little niggas out here talking about they steppers until they get hit. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everybody think
They
they
don't
hard
really
until
know.
they get hit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And
This
it's
is
not
my
about
done
that.
right here. Like this man ordered to like he said, Drain. I was named after this man. So
Yeah.
like he didn't see me at my worst, he didn't see me at my high, he didn't see me at my evilest demons. Like
Yeah.
nigga, shit they doing with 30s, I'm with a revolver, nigga. And I'm not finna hit everybody around you. I got a problem with him. I'm finna do him in front of you, nigga. Now you need to save his life. And
Yeah.
anybody else reach on your mama, it's gonna be a terror.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But you know that I'm not, like I said, I'm not glorifying that. It was just a motherfucker you threatening my life.
Let me say this. Let's just back up to the part where you said, this is the friend of mine who ain't no longer with us
Right.
because of him. Right? Now watch this. Then he felt that way the same way that you did because it's been ongoing back and forth.
But see,
But that means it never stops, right?
It ain't. And it
I understand.
probably
No, but let me see where the game at. Let me see where the game at though. So at what cost are you trading for your mom? You speaking for your mama, your grandmother, your father, your brothers, your sisters, all of y'all. You saying, I'm gonna put my life at risk for my friend that I used to have, who's dead, because, let me finish, because we choose to play a deadly game. So if we chose to play on the freeway, if that was something we did for a thrill chase, and one of us got hit by a car and killed, are we mad at the driver? No. Do you understand what I'm saying? So in these streets, we playing this game. And it's for real, for real. I play for real, for real. And I played at a very high frequency. But some of these cats still don't hear what that noise is like.
Right.
But what I'm saying is they don't have to neither. But it only stops here with you. Your generation is the big homie. Your generation is the first thing they see when they jump the porch. So I just really wanted to get straight into it. I want to get to where the seed of the problem is, where it starts. It starts with you.
And this came from us supposed to be talking about music.
Right, because no, I want to talk more about your music. I want that.
I did not.
I'm vibing with it.
I want to hear both.
Okay, full disclosure.
No.
I did not know. And then the producer.
I'm gonna have a conversation.
Listen, but the producer also said so. Anyways, full disclosure, y'all, I finally got me a family, a team. But the producer said, no more live. This is the only time we're gonna do this live.
Right.
The rest, because of insurance reasons, or we don't know who might say what or how he was gonna respond. From now on, they won't be live, but we still gonna get to the bottom of it. And I'm still gonna go to all the hard heads because let me say this too, because one of the youngsters told me, one of them in my DM, a couple of the youngsters hit me up looking for wisdom, guidance. I like that. I like that. Okay, you trying to do something with your life, young man. You know your value, so you hit me up. Oh, I'm gonna give you what you're looking for, right? I'm not gonna mislead you. There's poison out there. You can do it the easy way. Okay. One of the youngsters said, OG, the reason why I like your channel is because these OGs are scared of us. That we be beating the game. They just scared to come outside. They don't want to talk to us or nothing.
That's something I had to deal with coming home. You know what I'm saying? The young homies just said, bro, you really fuck with us. I know like that. But it's like, it's not even so much like I fuck with them. It's just more like, man, you gotta get you some love, man. Come around sometime. You can't be scared of something you don't know. You know what I mean? And then you gotta understand people before us paved our way, just like we paved their way. But if you're not going to
but the
be in
people
their
before,
shoes,
but the people before us is the ones I'm having a problem with now. Let me tell you why. No, it ain't just because of that. It's because they gave me the game. So now I did everything street.
And did you reach out to your generation under you?
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
But you see, you trying to
miss that mark. I missed it.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm trying to do now is that's why I'm cutting at you. Because you the ones they listening to fresh off the porch. And what I'm saying is, they didn't give it to me. The OGs that gave it to me, they gave me the raw and uncut version. When they could have told me, or you could do this. Just like I'm saying. You can spend 3 to 9 months sitting in somebody's facility, or
see, we didn't have
they never gave me ors.
See,
you feel me? They never gave me ors.
I was given a gun and said, get your money, and any nigga stand against you, knock his ass in. That was that was what I got to. You know what I'm saying? Stay solid, never.
But what would you pass down? Would you pass down, since that worked for you? Would you pass down the same information to the next kid, knowing how crazy it is right now? And a lot of these kids don't have no guidance. None, bro. And they taking pills and all this other stuff that they're not thinking clearly.
I can't level with a motherfucker that ain't thinking clearly.
I'm not asking you to level. I'm just trying to hear you state a position that would help somebody that's looking for you to give them a direction. They ain't looking for me.
I like to talk for
they think I'm trying to drive them into a church.
That's what it sounds like.
Right, because I want to know what was the lesson and how bad your music, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So what was the lesson?
My lesson is, I mean, listen, man, I was here to talk about music. I
I
didn't think about, I wasn't trying to change the youth. I ain't no fucking role model, man. I don't look at myself as no role model. I got some good insight if you want to go the right way, though, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause this shit ain't cool, man. Like, nigga, I got demons, you know what I'm saying? But I don't do drugs. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink lean. I fight my shit head up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't put coke to my nose or nothing, but I can't speak for nobody else. Like, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And I'm gonna tell her, like I tell everybody, just keep that shit away from you. Cause if you reach, I mean, shit, I gotta see you home. See, you know what I'm saying?
Well, my question is, how many kids you got?
I got 3. I got one on the way. I got 2
Oh,
here and one on
nice.
the way.
That's nice. I got one.
Okay, yeah.
What I need, bro, is
Some different shoes.
Get off his hard.
Yo, my shoes.
Hey, that was hard. I got some in the closet. I got some in the closet.
Yo, I only got 2 pair. I got some, but the other ones is different color spikes.
Yeah,
I was gonna
those
wear
are
with
hard.
my pink suit, but I ain't gonna never wear them around him again. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But my tennis shoe game ain't up to date. I'm 50, bro. I don't
But they
even
are
really
running
want to
shoes.
wear
Hey, at
tennis.
the end of the day,
I don't even really want to wear
I'm
tennis.
30. I'm 32, and everybody that meet me, they swear up and down I'm older than I am, and my partners that are older than me because I hang out with older people, right? So they
Yeah.
be like, "Yeah, bro, you dress like you 50 or something, nigga. Who still iron their clothes?" I'm like, "Bro, I gotta iron. Like, bro, I've been doing this shit since." Bro, we've been doing this.
7 of them. I can get home on.
Your first appearance is everything. Your appearance is everything. When you meet somebody, that's your appearance. Your appearance is everything. So if you meet somebody and you ain't looking right, you ain't up to par, they ain't gonna want to fuck with you. Honestly, that's just like a woman. You feel what I'm saying? Me and my brother, we was raised with all women, right? We had one uncle. My auntie, my grandma, my mom, everybody they told us, you know, when a woman look at you, they're gonna look at you from the bottom up. You feel what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you. And you know what's crazy? As I got older, I started seeing it. Every time I talk to a woman, she would even stare at me, and I'd be like, "Damn, mom was right, bro. Granny was right. Like, nigga, they're on your shoes. They want to see if your shoe string pointing right. Yeah, come on, cover that. Gonna look at the nail too underneath your nail.
Keep your shoe clean, don't keep your dick in.
Yeah,
Well,
come on. Come on.
And if your shoes stink and your shoes is dirty, your dick.
Come on.
Look, fuck the fact must be. Shoes ain't.
I swear I never heard that.
Man, nah, for real.
South and always kept it real with us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had some shoes that creased a little bit. She was like,
Yeah.
you need to take a shower today? And it's embarrassing to say, I did take a shower today.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yes, you got one.
because look at the shoes, nigga. And I'm like,
Yeah.
For real.
so ever since then, like, man, I always, after I wear my shoes, I wipe them off, put them in the box, and probably won't wear them for a couple days.
All right, so look.
I got 100 of them.
Y'all shoes is clean. They explain to me.
Just like my dick.
Y'all okay?
Good, man.
Straight up, let me ask you. Come on, hey. Straight up, let's ask about your music. In all fairness, they brought you here to
Thank
talk
you.
about your music.
Hey,
Hello.
from the beach. If you dropping at the end of this year, from the beach, man. That's where I'm from, South Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Been there my whole life. Ain't come from Kent, Federal Way, Auburn, and Central. I'm
Right.
South Seattle, man.
So the people that want to look for it and start tapping in with you, what's your social media?
Man, you can find me on IG me Light South
It's
53.
restricted for some
You know what I'm
audiences.
saying? IG Light South 53. Facebook me, you know, Keon Trey BTA. You know what I'm saying? Snapchat, having bands. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna be everywhere. You feel me?
All right. Well, if you wanted to give a shout out to these youngsters and tell them something, because I appreciate the drink. So I'm about to go ahead. I'm feeling it. I'm finna go ahead and finish chilling. I'm gonna tap in with OG right here, and we just gonna have us a time, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Yes.
This shit is doing what it does.
I mean, shit to the youngsters, and I just say, man, stand on your 10, man, and push what you feel like you gotta push. Feel me? Don't have no excuses. It is what it is. You know what you signed up for.
And as soon as your situation get better, young man, find yourself something else to do.
Invest.
Because the streets ain't nothing.
It ain't shit, man. This shit.
It ain't nothing. When you calculate how much money you made over the years you served in prison, you probably end up working for 3 cents an hour. I say that with love. These are my thoughts. Thanks for tuning in to In Them Streets. I'm Grateful Love. This is Judea. This is HB3. Shout out. Oh, and his cousin, the loved one. Come on, hey, come on, y'all.
Man, come on,
I got
man.
you.
And this is the fam.
Hey, man. You
Come
already
on,
know.
let's make sure you in here. I want you on this one, Joe. That's who been talking
Shout
to
out.
us, y'all.
And for the audience, I apologize for my response. I got thrown off. I started listening to talk about music.
Hey, listen, man, we get him in here however we need to get him in
And
here.
it haven't been in a fucking intervention. Nah, but I respect OG right here, man. Y'all tune in, stay tapped into his shit, man. You're a real one, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep this shit going. We in them streets, you feel me?
Hey, we gonna get him in here however we gotta get him in here. By hook or by crook, we gonna get him in here to talk about it.
Here, man. I'm gonna tell you, stay dangerous.
You feel
You
me?
know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, stay looking for a better way out. Trust and believe there is one. I say that with love. Peace.
Nope. So, you know, my nerves. You acting like
Uh,
a little kid.
See y'all later. Bye.
I can't wait.